right.
The ball there in that line out, just not going straight. Some great aerial defence from England, putting the Americans under pressure. And another scrum here for England, so we'll see if they can hold off the American power.
Blind!
Yeah, already a better start to the game for England. We'll be comparing them to their previous fixture against Canada quite a lot today. Obviously, it was a very up and down game for them. They went 22-0 down at half-time, and they brought it all the way back. So it'll be really interesting to see how they develop and how they start this one.
Yeah, obviously one of the problems against Canada was that scrum. In the first half, their scrum was really under pressure. It looks like England are just trying to get that ball in and out and get their backs onto the ball as quickly as they can. A lot easier said than done, because these Americans will put them under as much pressure as they possibly can.
That they will. That front row of Woods, Kissinger and Di Pasquale played every game together so far. A lot of experience working with each other.
Playing advantage offside. 7 offside.
It's Emily Lunn who's brought down. So Haskell will look to go the other way. 7 offside. And they tap and go quick, as they so often do, this English team. Love to get the ball going. As Lawford will be. It's her first few chances to run.
Not rolling.
And unfortunately...
Not rolling.
Yes. Go on, Ewan.
Americans perhaps just showing a bit of over-eagerness. I think 3 penalties within the first 5 minutes here. Putting them under pressure, giving themselves a not-so-great field position. England looking this one to take it to the corner here.
Yeah, and Emily Lunn perhaps might feel a little bit relieved. She did knock the ball on there, but thankfully it got brought back just in time.
Take this mark for me,
Not
please.
as far as I'm sure they were hoping the kick to go, but inside the 22 they are now. First possession inside the 22. They'll be hoping to come away now with some points. A good line-out process. Shorten the numbers down, 5-man line-out.
All theirs. It was Freya McGinley, not in the squad last time out. Into the air, brought the ball down, and here come England inside the 22. And here they come this time through Molly Bunker. Had a great game, a great second half, so strong from the tee last time out. She'll be looking to continue that form.
The scramble defence from the Americans here doing really well to keep that England pack on that 22.
They're quick out again, this time to, I believe it's McGinley. Here comes Sylvester. She'll try her luck once again. Lawford will be. Breaks one tackle, brought down by the second. It's the hands of Lunn. Hand off and an offload.
In from the side.
England tap and go. They're off already, England here. They'll look to go through Thea Sylvester. Now Muir.
That's why I went backwards.
Gone loose. It looks like America may have recovered the ball. They'll be grateful for that, just to get themselves out of a tight situation, relieve a little bit of pressure, but it will come back through Connie Clark, who sidesteps one and played out to the wide area into the hands of Abby Hart, but just fumbled at the key moment.
Okay.
It was a great bit of footwork there. She catches the ball, eyes up, great right foot steps, get on the outside, and that pass is agonisingly close to making it down the wing and scoring in the corner, but still pressure on America here to clear their lines and get a bit of field position, because England are knocking on the door early on.
Yeah, fantastic footwork from Connie Clark. It's no mean feat to sidestep Villaono, who we've seen light up this series, so great bit of work, as you say, from the replacement. It was unfortunately Jess Doyle who didn't pass a late fitness test, and Connie Clark's in at fullback to replace her, and she started strong.
Yeah, process girl, take your time. Heads up, right when you're ready.
Blind! Set!
They're going right, they're going right.
Behind the ball, 9.
In from Muldoon.
Offside, 9 offside.
Not to kick the USA, and it's intercepted, and over over the line it goes. It was risky, it was dangerous, and it did not pay off. Sarah Parry reads the ball delightfully and easy as you like, strolls under the posts for England's first 5 points.
I've given the try.
A great interception there. She read the play brilliantly well.
Time off.
I'm not sure if this try is going to stand though. America did have a penalty advantage, which is why they chose to play.
Yes.
We'll have to see what referee Jess Kavanagh says. She did mention moments ago she's given the try, but as you say, Ewan, we see it here.
Number 9, offside.
Yeah, it was a penalty at the scrum for the English scrum half coming offside, and that was why the Americans chose to play that risky game with having in their back pocket what they thought was a penalty advantage, but it was good from the ref there and the linesman keep their communication up and decide that there was a penalty infringement and to give the ball back to the Americans. So we're still all square here.
Yep, still all square. The Americans will be relieved, but rightfully given it was penalty advantage, and I'm sure much to the agreements of Sarah Parry, who read the play well and thought she had got England off the mark.
9, 1.
Still tough field possession for America, and they'll be looking to get out of their half and get into the English half to put some pressure of their own on.
Yeah, it has been all England so far, so we'll see what the USA have got. It's good movement as they progress. Wonderful tackle just before the 10-metre line. And again, this time it's Gerard on the near side, clattering into our opposite number.
And release!
Really strong defensive work from those in white. Not giving the Americans an inch here. Sharp hands from Cowdrey. And this time it's Woods, looks to offload.
We're backwards off white. Play it!
Looked like an interception may have occurred, but perhaps a knock-on, so it had to be left, and USA will look to go again through Vuluono. Crashes through 2 or 3 tackles there. Vital yards gained for the USA as they cross the halfway line. Cindy Taulava thought she may have given up the ball, but it was knocked on.
Time off. Knock on by white, okay? This is the mark. Can you hold my mark?
This is a great tackle from who thought to be the try scorer, Sarah Parry. Getting her body into good use with that monster tackle.
Yeah, just moments later, within seconds, there's another one. Just look at that from Emma Gerard. Not in the squad for the first game. This is actually her debut at England level. The first time she's put on the England shirt, and wow, she's really making a name for herself already.
Yeah, you honestly would not be able to tell. No nerves there. And if they are, she's putting them to good use, making that tackle.
Cool, I'll go and speak to them.
Yeah, we go back to that first one from Sarah Parry, the vice-captain. She's just signed for Harlequins.
Lucy?
She's had a great series so far.
So 15.
Unfortunately, it does look like Reese Woods is hobbling off the pitch ever so slightly.
Okay, just come from my touch judge.
There has been a substitution.
You're very keen. Take a step from me,
so
please.
Woods is off.
So you're offside a lot.
The loose head prop, and in her replacement, Sophia Fernandez of Life University will take her place. And I'm sure Joel Bonneau would not like to have made a change that early on.
No, it's always tough when someone goes down that early. Tough for the player as well. They're working all week towards the game, and to not make it past the 10-minute mark is really tough. But I'm sure there's a wealth of experience on that bench, and Sophia Fernandez will be really excited to get her opportunity. And her first opportunity is a scrum, something I'm sure she'll love in that front row department.
That she will. And may I just remind viewers, one of the benefits of the Transatlantic Quad Series 2024, and it's a developmental series about getting under 20s rugby, as much experience as possible at this level. There are rolling subs, there has been throughout the series, so if Reese Woods, it is a knock, she can walk off and shake it off, she will be able to come on later.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what she'll be hoping. You can see the physios with her already, probably giving her some ice, maybe a little massage, give her some treatment, and hope she can continue later on in the game. We all hope so as well, that it's not a long-lasting injury, of course.
Yeah, we've seen a couple in this series so far. We hope for no more. But back to the action. England are quick to Ashley Cowdrey.
Take a step for me, please. 12. Off the foot. Okay, just the knock on. Just the knock on.
So the ball bounces around a little bit, ends up back in the hands of England.
Yeah, it was great line speed from that scrum to really shut the Americans off at source there and just not getting their handling quite right. Another unforced error from America, and again just not being able to get out their half. So England again with some decent possession, and hopefully be able to put some numbers on that scoreboard.
Stability, please. Set. Down in. Okay. One. Number 1.
Looks like the loose head prop there, just losing her bind, going to ground. So mighty pressure from the Americans to turn that scrum over, gain the penalty, and they'll be looking for some field position here as they kick the ball down as far as they can into that England half.
Yeah, that's
so first line out inside the opposition half for the USA. Erica Kissinger of Cardiff Met will throw it in, and she does so expertly. Kick goes through from Cowdrey, and it looks like it may work out here for the USA, and it does. Or does it just escapes the hands of Arredondo Almeida?
It was a great attacking kick, saw the space in behind the England line, and it's just the bobble of the bounce of the ball there that every rugby player knows to hate. Just would not sit up for the winger there as she looked to be cruising down that left side wing.
Yeah, it looked like she had a hold of it, but as you say, the bounce just escapes her. But a wonderful little kick through from Cowdrey.
America again be looking to put this English front row and the pack under pressure, hopefully gain another penalty.
Pulls out.
And England do go quick as usual. That American scrum is so strong and powerful.
Lucy Finch doing well to tidy up at the back of the England scrum, get the ball out as fast as she can.
Retrieve! Okay, that's fine.
But finally some good pressure for the Americans. It was outside of the 22 and she kicked it out on the full, which means you have to go back to where the ball was kicked from, which is why the Americans are just knocking on that door of the 22.
Yeah, the American and English benches both sat directly below us. There's a little bit of applause from those in blue. They know this is their first real chance to enter the 22, ball in hand, apply some pressure, and here's the maul. That physical side that America have, causing so much trouble now.
Penalty, collapse.
England there just not being able to handle that maul, but they've gone quickly.
Yeah, and they've gone through Ava Reuter. She scored last week. She's going for the try line again here. Reuter, she's right on the line.
Shot there.
It's out again. It's hard to see who has the ball. There's a mass of bodies, but that ball is so close now. It's against the run of play. It's against the tide. England have been all over the USA, but now they have to defend. And here it is. Try given by Jess Kavanagh. The USA are over.
A great physical show there for the Americans. Firstly, a great maul that England couldn't handle. A penalty taken nice and quickly. And then just putting the ball up their jumpers, trying to use every bit of muscle they can to get their way over the line, and they did.
Yeah, fantastic work from Ava Reuter. And Lennox London finishes it off. She comes off the bench, into the squad, up onto the score sheet. Superb work. As we said, it was so against the run of play. England have been all over the visitors. But it's not about possession in territory, it's about points, and USA have the first 5. And it'll be Alyssa Eisenhardt's first kick of the game. The trademark 2 skips to the left. And a lovely kick. Straight between the posts, flags go up, and 2 more points go onto the scoreboard.
The flag's up and the American bench all up, high-fiving, hugging each other. You can see just how much it means to them to get on the board first after soaking up all the English pressure.
It's going to be on
Here's that try again. In these situations, just how hard is it to get across the line, Ewan?
Oh, it's really difficult. You're putting your whole body into it. You've got bodies flying everywhere, trying to do your very best to just wiggle your way over the line as much as you possibly can.
So England have the game back underway. It was try scorer Lennox London who caught it off the kick.
Same problem England just faced. America passing the ball back into the 22 and kicking it straight off the pitch, which means England have the line out where the ball was kicked from, inside the American 22.
They're all right to go.
Yeah, and Hashai Tarragon of Bristol Bears, a hooker for today. One of many changes in the England squad. The whole front row. Look at this. Here Sylvester's in the air. The pressure from the Americans. They drive the English out of play. Graham McGinley can only look up from the blue turf.
You can see really how much of a team these Americans are, all getting around everyone there as the ball went out of play and that tackle was made.
Yeah, they're known as a patriotic nation for a reason. They take so much pride in working together for that badge on the shirt.
Backwards, that's fine.
All of them so proud to pull it on. They wear it with pride and they play for their country. There is a little bit of space out on the far side and they've got it into the hands of the pacey Vuluono. She escapes a couple, she's got one to beat, and here we go! The inevitable is incoming. Vuluono, no one in front of her, no one's going to catch her. Ball over the line. It's a carbon copy of the try she scored days ago. Flying down the wing. Doesn't matter how many you throw in front of her. What a try.
Yeah, the confidence from the Americans there to play on their own line, to find the width, and a great carry, busting two defenders, a great little step to take them around the outside. But that just shows, even though these Americans haven't won a game yet, the confidence here, the pressure on their passing skills to get outside England, and then this pace here, busting through two tackles, a right foot step, little shimmy, and she's gone. No one will be able to catch her from there.
It's just sheer inevitability when Vuluono gets the ball with that much space. And it's often inevitability when Eisenhart stands over the tee. Another kick straight down the middle, goes between the uprights, and I could watch this all day. The skills of the passing there under pressure and the sheer determination in the face. You can see she knew what she was going to do and she executed it perfectly. Yeah, and let's not take anything away from this, because Emily Lunn and Molly Bunker are fantastic players and she sidestepped them with absolute ease, like they weren't there. Threw them, away from them, over the line. Scored two last week, one already. Vuluono is a menace. Yeah, but the Americans there playing very smart, not making the same mistake twice, getting the ball off the kickoff, finding a bit of grass and getting the ball upfield to put themselves under less pressure. Really learning from that first kickoff that put them a bit under pressure. So we see the subs of England making their way down, perhaps for a little warm-up. I think maybe James Cooper is thinking about changes. It won't be, he'll trust the players on the pitch to start with. Hopefully they can get a good reaction. I mean, they have had plenty of possession and plenty of field. Yeah, you'd almost say slightly against the run of play for England. It certainly was with the first try, and the second try was just magic from the Americans. One end of the pitch to the other in no time at all. Sometimes you can't take away individual brilliance. Absolutely not. A sucker punch it may be for the English, but they'll have to keep going. Remember how they started this game. Remember what they did to the Canadians in the second half. They've got an abundance of talent,
advantage, knock on.
but they have knocked the ball on and turned it over this time.
Yeah, America back with the ball. Hopefully we'll see them play again. Use the width, use the pace they've got on the edges.
Okay, scrum down, no advantage. Knock on.
It was another big tackle with loads of line speed to the American on Sylvester, I think it was, who just ended up spilling the ball forward.
From the knock on, okay?
Yeah, we saw Canada not able to handle the power of Thea Sylvester, but the USA have come out and, well, they've handled her with ease, it seems.
They've probably definitely done some homework, found who the big ball carriers are, and they're targeting them to not give them any space, any room, which is probably what England are lacking at the minute. It's just a bit of gain line.
So here they come again, the United States. Cowdrey fakes the kick and there's an offload and a line broken. Here they come, the United States. This time it's through Mayorga. She's brought down on the halfway line. They'll look to keep the pressure.
Okay, White, offside.
And the English find themselves offside, so USA will keep the pressure up. Avery Morgan goes quick. London's still going here.
Okay, no advantage there. You went 10.
England there just failing to retreat 10 after that quick penalty. The Americans catching the English at sleep there.
Okay. Not 10.
Yeah, the Americans are sharp. They've got wind in their sails. Find themselves 14 points to the good. Probably didn't think they would have done after the first 5 to 10 minutes, but they are. And it's given them all kinds of confidence.
Lovely to see, though, the Americans here just playing from everywhere on the pitch. It's great confidence. Look at this. I think it's a goosey. A lovely little goosey there and a great line cut.
Yeah, Mayorga knew it was coming. Took the offload. Splits the line. Wonderful.
The power of the goosey is just brilliant sometimes.
Yeah, Ashley Cowdrey, the fullback it was. Spoke with her before the game. Speaks very well. Speaks so highly of this series and this competition, what it's done for the team. She knows they're a team full of athletes and it's so good to get out and play together, she says. Play rugby, improve technical skills, but that's not the rugby they want to play. Turnover, England's ball.
It was a great turnover there from Wynne Stanley. Americans looked like they were making some gain line, but just getting their way over the top of that ball really well.
Now Ruby Wynne-Stanley are forced to be reckoned with. Try score already in this series.
Back, please, back foot.
Cardiff Arms Park has come to life
Roll away, Blue.
below us. Fans from both sides screaming at the top of their lungs. Chance of USA, England.
Advantage.
Plenty of travelling fans have come to watch. It's always great to see. As Cowdrey almost sidesteps Gerard.
Cowdrey does love that goose step. Looks to try use it again, and it ever so nearly works. Trying to get round the outside. Just sits the defender down there and tries to go around the outside of her.
Yeah, and all credit to Emma Gerard. Did well in the end to actually make the tackle just at the last.
Still no respite for England, though. They had the scrum advantage. America in a good position here with their scrum that's looked dominant so far. Split their backs 50-50 on both sides, 3 on each side. It'll be tough for England to defend this one.
Yeah, you've mentioned it already, Ewan, about their ability to play all over the pitch. We've seen on the far side through Vuluono, and that's the side they go, but they can attack down both wings. They can attack through the centre, and they're doing exactly that. Here they come. Approaching the 5 metre line, the USA. Quick offload.
Get on side, please,
Inside 5 metres now, into the hands of Salisbury. England will have to be very strong, because they're right on top of the try line now.
Advantage.
Here come the United States. A metre or so to go. Can they get over? Not quite. They go again, and there it is. This time they do get over.
The replacement as well, Sofia Fernandez, not taking long to put her mark on this game, but set up from a great line break from Morgan, I think it was. Avery Morgan just bustling her way through that middle. Great leg drive to set the Americans up in a great position.
Every time the USA get near that line, they make it count. They are lethal inside 5 metres.
Fernandez there, so close to the line. There's only going to be one outcome when you're that close to the line and got that much power in the legs.
Yeah, this was an element of their game they didn't quite have in check against Canada. They couldn't quite get over the line in that first game of the series, so they've definitely gone back, they've definitely improved, and 2 tries already in that situation. She is good from the TU, and she is good from the T.
7.
Yeah, one left,
7.
1 right, and 1 in the middle. Converted them all.
Please. Okay. Yeah, you're blocking that.
America looks 3 times in the 22. 3 tries they've come out with. It's great accuracy from them. They know their game and they're playing it really well. Great skills in the middle of the park, but using that brute force when they get close to the line.
So England perhaps shell-shocked. It is currently 21-0, and they went in at half-time 22-0 down last time out, but they played so much better today. They really have. They've been close to the try line. They've had 1 disallowed. They've given up far fewer chances than they did against Canada, yet the score is similar. I'm sure it'll be slightly frustrating for James Cooper to see the board with those numbers on it.
Abby Hart there just getting her body position wrong. High tackle on the Americans, giving them another out of their 22. Get some good field position here and be looking to attack again. Line out so far for the Americans look really good.
England, use the line for me. Okay, use the line from England.
Their set pieces have been very good so far, the United States. And I'm sure we'll see it again here. Kissinger hooks the ball in. Yeah, as we expected, straight into the hands of a teammate. They'll retain possession and they'll look to play as they always do. Moving the ball well. We can imagine they're looking for Vuluonu on the far side. That they do. It's into her hands. And England react very well. They know the danger she possesses and they crowded round her.
Still 3 defenders to stop her, and that means there's space on this left-hand side for the Americans if they can get the ball there.
And I think they've recognised that. Working from right to left. And here they go, England. Took a few to stop Arredondo Almeida. That space you mentioned becoming a big factor for the United States.
Yeah, it was a great leg drive, but once you're tackled, you have to release the ball before getting back up. Maybe she thought hard done by that she wasn't tackled, but the ref's seeing it slightly differently. Yeah, great leg drive here, but you've just got to release that ball before. Oh, she does release the ball, so maybe she did have the right to feel hard done by. But obviously the ref just not seeing it, and the ref's word is gospel in this sport.
Yeah, intelligent play from Arredondo Almeida. As the ball comes in, a little offload from Tasha Tarragon, and this time they drive through Lawford Wilby.
You see the difference there with England getting gain line ball. It puts the Americans under pressure and makes them commit a penalty.
So here they go, approaching the 5 now with the number 5. They love playing quick, this English side, and the sidestep from Emily Lunn. She tries to find a way through. Win Stanley this time, edging towards that 5 metre. Colliding with those in blue. Physicality, the brutality of this sport coming to fruition in these moments.
Advantage offside blue.
was about to say it's great line speed from the Americans, but just a little bit too much of that, giving the penalty away for offside.
Get onside.
Oh, what a tackle that is. Cindy Taulava knocks the socks off of her opposite number.
Time off.
On the captain as well, Lucy Finch. That's a way to
Number 7.
want to make a mark. Lucy's still down here, so we hope it's not.
Okay.
Yes, Haskell puts the ball out.
It's a great tackle, great body height.
Okay, from that rope.
Yeah, unfortunately she has stayed down, Lucy Finch. And as you say, we really hope it's nothing too serious. I was lucky enough to speak with Captain Finch before the game as well. And another who just speaks so highly of the series, of her teammates. Very mature under-20 individual.
Yes, 15 and 7.
The Loughborough Lightning.
15 and 7.
Back row. This is a 6th cap at age group for England today, so she's got plenty of experience at the international level.
Yeah, she's back on her feet, which is good. It would have been a big miss to miss her captain experience, and with England knocking on the door, it looked like the Americans were getting a warning there, so no more penalties from them, or we could see some yellow cards given out in the first half.
Okay, time back on. Offside.
It's really great field position now for the English. They have to come away with something, have to come away with some points here, and they'll know that as well, but they have to be patient, have to bide their time really, and do everything they can to get over the line.
And for once, they opt to not go short.
Numbers.
Potentially surprising decision, but they're the ones on the pitch. If they feel that that's their best chance, then who's to argue with them?
Yeah, we've seen Evie Haskell go short at pretty much every opportunity, so trying something new.
Okay, that's
the Red Roses under 20s, and will it work? Well, it's found a way into the hands of Pashai Tarragon, but
yeah, the English there just looking to set up a fake maul, draw in the Americans and just play around the outside of it, but the Americans seeing that, putting them under pressure and making the English commit an unforced error with the knock-on, and America will probably be looking to play from what we've seen so far. Don't think they'll be kicking it, but who knows?
We will wait and see.
Stability.
They have got a lot of players back behind their own try line. We could see another. Yeah, there's the kick over the top, and it is another one towards Vuluono, but it's not made it to her. Instead, it's Daisy Aspinall who picks it up.
No.
And the Americans will scramble here because they've lost possession. Aspinall now into the hands of Finch. She's back on her feet and driving with force. Here they come again, the English.
Release.
And again. Lawford will be this time.
16. Advantage.
They're gaining yards here. They're doing really well, England, but it's commentators' curse.
Another penalty for the Americans. They'll be lucky to get away with any more down in the red zone.
High tackle, 16.
Yeah, so try scorer, impact sub Sophia Fernandez this time, who infringes.
England this time choosing not to go for the line out, calling a scrum. A good platform here again. Both sides of attack will be on, so the Americans have to decide which side they want to prioritise.
Blocking that. Coach! Bind! Set! Just early push.
An early push there from the English, perhaps to neutralise the threat of the American pack. So again, America get off without giving away any points, and the English accuracy in this 22 is really starting to show in this game now.
Yeah, the United States gotten off time and time again inside their own 22.
It's absolutely great to watch though, a tap and go inside your own 22. It's just great to see the confidence they've got to trust their skill set and to play the rugby that they want to play and they've been coached to play.
Yeah, it's one of the great things about this series is teams take risks and they play how they want to play. Not how you're quote unquote supposed to play, but how they want to. Emma Gerrard is forced out of play, ball in hand.
It's also credit to the coaches. I mean, letting these young women go out and play and have the freedom to play how they really truly want to play. And that's when you get teams buying in and really get to see some exciting rugby.
Yeah, and it feeds through to the national setups as well. You know, in a few years' time, I'm sure plenty of these players have big aspirations. Probably all of them have aspirations of going on to play for the national side. And when you've got the confidence and the buy-in from coaches and you feel a part of that team, it can only lead to success.
She doesn't have to release. Hey.
Big hit in the middle. Molly Bunker.
12 on 12 there.
15.
Who's chased
No,
that?
you passed. Clear her out. Passed. The ruck.
And once again, we'll get a scrum around 15 metres from the line. Or will we?
Back 10.
It's
15.
a penalty for America. I think it was Cowdrey just going past the breakdown a bit too far.
15.
You can't take the woman you're clearing out too far past the breakdown, which is
This is now
what the
second
referee
time
said.
I'm having to stop the game to come have a chat with you. Okay, you clear her beyond the ruck. No need for it. Okay, what happens off the ball? It's up to you.
Another warning for the Americans, talking about not just this penalty, but all penalties in the 22. It's Americans are really living on thin ice here. If they give any more penalties away, I'm sure that the referee's going to go to the pocket and send someone into the sin bin.
England, please.
We did see a couple sin bins in England's last game, and that again was for their opponents. So we saw how big of a deal it was as well. England got themselves right back into the game. They scored 33 points in one half, and the USA will be wary of that as they look to break forward.
Again, just the accuracy of the English there, getting their drills wrong in the line out, giving easy ball to the Americans, but we know these Americans now, they'll play from everywhere.
They are fumbling the ball inside their own territory, and it looks like it's going to lead to a try here. Heidi Pashai-Tarragona storms over the line. England's first try of the game, and I have to say, it's been coming.
Yeah, 100% it's been coming, and it's great knowledge there just to pick up the ball and play till the refs whistle, and she sees the open space in front of her, puts her head down, gets the ball over the line, finally, from an English point of view. From the Americans, your greatest achievements can often be your worst downfalls, and we've seen them playing out from the back work and playing from their own line work, but sometimes it doesn't. But these are the risks and reward that they'll know. Just looking to try get that ball to width here, and this time their accuracy just slightly letting them down, looking for that offload.
Yeah, I couldn't quite catch the number who it was that fumbled the ball in that instance, but Pashai-Tarragona won't care who it was. She picked up the ball and stormed over the line.
Yeah, okay. This is it for the sideline. When you are in this line, make sure you try to exit so that you need to pick the ball out.
Yeah.
And I'm not a betting man, but if I was, Molly Bunker to kick the ball between the posts is a strong one. She is so good from the tee.
Right.
She was last game, and it's a 100% record so far today. Of course it is. 7 points to England, and possibly a mental achievement before the break.
Yeah, it's a massive time to score a try just before the half. It changes the mindset of the English that they now know they can get over the line, that the Americans are susceptible to line breaks and points scored against them.
Yeah, and especially in the way it was. The Americans, they love to play. We've seen that. We saw them score a try from it playing inside their own 22. But now the English know they can score from. They can take the ball off. They can intercept and get over the line in those situations too.
And straight out. Oh, okay.
Americans getting lucky there that the ball didn't go straight out on the full. Took a little bounce beforehand. Not the worst outcome in the world. They'll look to put pressure here on the try scorer who's throwing the ball in.
It's all action at Pashai-Tarragona at the moment.
3, take a step for me. 3.
England do reclaim the ball.
Advantage high.
Again, a lot of yards to Lawford Wilby. Great running.
What? Okay.
got 2 players down here, so looks like they'll be kicking the ball to relieve some pressure.
Retrieve. Okay.
So the Americans are going to come straight back at them here.
I'm sure they are. It's Cowdrey. She loves that little step, Ewan. You've seen it. You've said it. She's performed it.
Finding her way to spin off tackles there. It's incredible to watch.
Yeah.
Loads of room here for the Americans, though.
Plenty of room, because this is where the overloads are. It says it's gone backwards. Did the referee?
Just on the floor. Just on the floor there on the pickup.
It was really unlucky there. So much space for the Americans there. It looked like a 5-on-2 potentially that the English left short-sided on defence, but just from what we haven't seen so far, it's just the Americans, just their skill set, just letting them down a little bit down on this left-hand side. Looks like, I think it might be Lucy Finch again, down on that far side.
Yeah, we saw her go down with a knock to the other end of the pitch. And I'm not sure if you caught that home. There's 2 seconds left on the clock, so wouldn't be surprised if Jess Kavanagh does call it early here, depending on how much treatment Finch needs.
It looked like it was just coming down from that line out, a twisted knee or an ankle or something. Luckily, it looks like the stretcher is not coming on, so whatever happens, it looks like Lucy will be back on her feet, whether it's walking off or carrying on, but they'll hope to get her through to half-time at least. Then they can have that conversation in the changing room, but it looks like a sore one.
They've gone back.
Now our thoughts go to Lucy Finch here. Fingers crossed she can stay on the pitch. But just as we see some shots of the United States team, Joel Bonneau, he's got to be happy with what he's seen in the scoreline.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can tell that these Americans, they've got it ingrained in them to play attack in rugby, and you can see that from the first 20-30 minutes they were really on point, and potentially the last 10 minutes just slightly letting them down, but he'll know that there's risks to play in this attack in rugby, but the scoreboard says it all, and it's paying off for them at the minute, so they'll be looking at half-time, and I'm sure he'll be saying not a lot needs to change, just get that accuracy through the roof as much as you can, and there's scoring opportunities out there for them.
Yeah, just below us, it does look like Lottie Ball is readying herself to come on and potentially make a debut.
Her own play.
Great to see Lucy Finch walking towards us. She may have to go off, but at least she is on her feet as the crowd applaud her, and I think I caught the referee say it was a mistake from her own teammate dropping her in the lineup.
Yeah, it's always tough because once you're in the air, you're always looking at your next job, but you've got to think about the player that you're lifting in the air. You can't just let him go, but it is nice. It's always good to see someone walking off on their own 2 feet, not having to be carried or helped off. So we hope potentially that Lucy Finch will be all right in the long term again.
Fingers crossed, as we mentioned the rolling subs. Fingers crossed she can come back on, but it's not looking likely. An emotional Lucy Finch below us makes her way to the bench.
Now, not long till half-time, but it looks like England are set up in an attacking formation, so there's more rugby to be seen in this half. We'll see what the English can do, and if they can get that ball out nice and quick and trouble the Americans here one more time before half-time.
Stability.
Try through the side would be absolutely huge here.
That American power.
Oh, they look to go quickly. Oh, Jess Kavanagh has brought them back.
Stay.
Potential another English injury here, and it's the try scorer, I think.
Yeah, Pashai Tarragon, United States. Oh, they thought they were putting some moves together there. They thought
field possession, just some of their accuracy.
England versus USA in the Transatlantic in favour of the United States. But it's been back and forth. Both teams have had moments of brilliance, especially the United States, with an absolutely fantastic try from winger Volowono.
Looks like the Americans have made a change with Courtney Taylor coming on, the tight head prop, so both props changed for the Americans.
Joseph, are we good?
Yeah, interesting to see United States making a change despite being ahead. You and perhaps tactical?
Yeah, looking to probably cement their scrum advantage. Fresh props, fresh energy, really look to get into that scrum probably.
Roll away 16.
So here we go then. England have retained the ball from kick-off. just about went 10 metres. The referee was happy with it.
Great carry, great leg drive there.
Superb work from Pasha Tarragon. She's been in the thick of it today. Scored a try as well. Oh, and lovely work once more if they can keep the ball, and they do. But that's, according to Jess Cameron, that's okay. There's screams down below from the English bench.
No, the crowd really didn't like that one. It did look like that the American tackler had just slipped up.
Yeah, certainly looked high from where we are, but Kavanagh has the best view on the pitch, and she was happy with it.
Looks like England have made some changes in the front row department as well. Zara Green on, hopefully looking to neutralise the American threat at the scrum.
Yeah, Becca Jackson as well, she's also come on. Traditionally a fly half, but we have seen players play across a multitude of positions throughout the series, so we'll have to wait and see if she is at 10. Either way, it's a fast start from the English.
Great dummy there from the front row forward, Zara Green, I just mentioned.
Yeah, lovely work, and a lovely bit of evasion towards the 10-metre line from Lunn.
Another carry from Zara Green. She's got into this second half flying with a start.
Zara Green, she started last time out. She scored last time out. She's come off the bench. She's had a huge impact, and what a lovely bit of running that is from Jackson. Still going here.
England really showing their intent here. An unfortunate pass there, just as I mentioned it, but really showing some great intent, going through the phases there, coming out from the second half, showing that they mean business.
Yeah, we know James Cooper has words of magic at half-time. We've seen it in this series, so the Americans must be wary of that. So the United States seem to get better with age in this series. It's their third game, and once again they've put on their best performance so far. However, and we've mentioned it a few times, England so good in the second half last week. Perhaps they can put on another showcase performance. As Daisy Aspinall looked to run,
Plain
brought down.
advantage, offside.
Now Jax.
Plain advantage, you're offside.
England here playing with the advantage, looking for that crossfield kick if there's any room out there.
Yeah, Becca Jackson it was who kicked over, but
offside.
Kavanagh brings it back for offside.
Yeah, they knew they had that advantage there. Thought they'd try their luck at the crossfield kick.
I didn't catch the number. Time off. 16 and captain,
so
please.
it looks like they're going to kick here, England.
16 and captain.
But before they do, Kavanagh's already brought in Captain Ashley Cowdrey, as well as Sophia Fernandez, who had a talking to before the break.
Yeah, it's a yellow card. I mean, those warnings not stopping from that first half. The referee not having the short-term memory, remembering what had happened earlier in the first half.
Yeah, Fernandez gets the yellow. She'll spend 10 in the bin, and England made Canada pay when they had a yellow last time out. Do they smell blood once more? Here they go in the maul. It's much better from the English. And out it comes through Pasha Tarragon. She scored one already. She might score another here.
No, go back, please.
The United States holding firm. England looking to go direct. Once again, it's Pasha Tarragon.
No, she's short. Roll away.
She is just short, so close. And And there it is. They were just short, but not anymore. England get the ball over, and less than a minute into that sin bin, they've already got themselves over the line.
Yeah, Pashai Tarragon there with 2 instrumental carries to set that up. One of only 2, I believe, English forwards to retain their place on the pitch in this second half with those heaps of changes. But 2 great carries, a great throw in the line out. Great throw in the line out, a great carry, and England doing some of what America were doing to them earlier on, putting the ball up the jumper, using all their might to get that ball over the line. You can see Pashai Tarragon here just looking for that ball, stays on her feet amazingly well here, rides a tackle, spins out ever so slightly short, and by this time it's put on a plate here and just dot the ball over.
Yeah, we'll get back to that in a moment, because we're seeing Daisy Aspinall over the kick here. Molly Bunker off of the pitch, so Aspinall she's hit the bar.
It doesn't happen very often, I tell you that. Really unlucky to hit the bar there. It looked for all money that it was going over, but really unlucky.
Slightly lost for words there. Aspinall deputising as the kicker, and so close to replicating Molly Bunker, but here's the try. And we spoke of Pashai Tarragon before. She has so much strength, so much power. She prides herself that she has an 100-kilogram bench press as an individual. She is monstrous in those sorts of situations.
You can see that the coaches trust her. They've brought on all the changes in that forward department, apart from a hooker, keeping Pashagon Tari out there.
Now you've got a release.
She's involved in the thick of things once more. Now they do find out, and that is a wayward pass. England will be lucky if they can pick the ball up here, and it doesn't look like they will. No. Avery Morgan.
It's a great turnover there. Abby Hart over the ball, doing what an open side flanker does, getting her team out of trouble where it looked for all money's worth that America were going to be in a great position on that 22.
Yeah, Avery Morgan it was. Looked like she had scrambled her way to the ball, but in the end, England and the penalty, and
missing touch though, putting the Americans in a good field position.
So will that mistake be costly? Perhaps not with passing like that from the United States. As Tarragon crashes into another challenge.
Lovely spiral bomb there from Daisy Aspinall.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, she wasn't going to make the same mistake twice there.
Numbers.
So here is that conversion that left me a bit lost for words there, Ewan. As you say,
Numbers,
not often
please,
do you see that. I thought it was just about to creep over. I was about to congratulate Aspinall on her first conversion attempt going over, but not to be.
You could see her just bending her knees, looking at the ball, willing it to go over, but just unfortunately slightly short.
Yeah, encouraging though, first kick, had the distance and the accuracy, or almost the distance. Once again, England have dropped the ball in the centre of the pitch. They need to tidy up these passes ever so slightly, England, because that's a crunching tackle on Connie Clark. Sylvester, quick offload. She wants to support her teammate.
Backwards.
So yeah, we've just gone past the 5-minute mark on the yellow card. What do England need to do to capitalise on this player advantage?
I think they just need to use their forwards a little bit more, tie in that American defence a little bit more, and then they can look to go wide. I think just looking to go wide slightly early at the minute, which the Americans are doing well to cover, but just tie in that American pack, tighten up the defence, then look out wide.
Yeah, and once again, England have dropped another pass. It's becoming a feature of their game now. Scrappy passes, not finding the hands, finding the feet, the ground, areas around the player instead.
Yeah, it's just the accuracy which is slightly letting them down and giving these Americans great field position. maybe just took her eyes slightly off the ball, looking to kick a bit earlier than what she thought.
Yeah, Emily Lunn won't be best pleased with that one.
Perhaps without Molly Bunker on the pitch, they're all slightly ambiguous about who's taking up those kicking duties, and that's why we've seen Daisy Aspinall have a few kicks as well out of hand.
And number 20, Ashley Torres-Brown, will be the replacement.
Yeah, it's Cindy
Taulava,
who made a great cover tackle, but just a bit slow to get up from it. Potentially it looked like an ankle or a bit cramped, but I'm sure that Ashley Torres-Brown will be a great replacement.
Set! Driving down that side. 9, I want to see that tap, please. Okay.
England doing well there to get out their half and manage that American scrum.
Joseph, are you seeing the same thing as me on that scrum? Yeah. Mirror your line, please.
Right.
Yeah.
And that kick out, Ewan, was by Becca Jackson. So once again, a different kicker for the English. As you mentioned, perhaps just a little bit of uncertainty of who their best bet is, or potentially the other way. There's a few on that squad who can kick.
Americans here, if they get that ball quick, that left-hand side looks pretty bare. But good work by England to disrupt them at the contact area.
Here they go, the Americans, as you say, over to that left-hand side. Oh, and Cowdrey looks to be a little bit cheeky with it. Kick over the top, and she may recover the ball here, and she does. It's fantastic work from the captain. Ashley Cowdrey, take a bow, because Mayorga has found her way over the try line. But that is beautiful play from the fullback.
We've spoke about her dancing feet, but her hands were as sticky as glue there to get that ball. She looked second best, but she used all her might to get that ball. A great offload, great awareness, great running lines from the Americans to keep up with her.
Nala Mayorga of Devonport Uni will go down on the score sheet, but that won't tell the tale, because here we go.
Cowdrey using those feet there, but kicking the ball this time. Looks second best, gets that ball, then straight away looking around. Who's on her inside? Who's on her outside?
And who was it but Mayorga? She's worked, she's played with, she's trained with Ashley Cowdrey enough to know the sort of potential she possesses, to know what she can do in those situations, and she was quickest alongside her teammate and gets the rewards from it. Almost charged down there.
Yeah, Skylar Jordan using her first kick off the tee, but making no mistake with that one in front of the post. Chowdhury, she just looks electric so far in this game, opening up defences, does really well to stay on her feet here as well, and then straight away the awareness to see the support lines running in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and we saw Emily Lunn there, the ball just slipping out of her grasp and into Cowdrey's. Perhaps the rain and the slick conditions coming into play?
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier. The bounce of the balls there looked good for the Americans. It looked poor earlier, but it was just set up well for them.
Here she comes again, Cowdrey, brimming with confidence. And may we remind you that the USA have scored and converted a player down. Still 30 seconds left on that sin bin. We spoke so much about England trying to make the advantage count. They may just do so.
Zara Green there, prop, tap and go, looking to bustle her way over.
They may go all the way here, England. Once again, they're close to the line. There's space on the left-hand side. Keep your eyes on number 11, Aspinall. She's got the try line ahead of her, and they do go to her, and she does go over like clockwork for England. Over to Aspinall, the try scorer from last week, the try scorer this week. From one end to the other, USA score, while England come right back at them and get themselves 5 more points.
Yeah, she'll retain the ball as well as she looks to kick it over from a quite a difficult angle. You can see
see Cowdrey here, taking it all the way back to Cowdrey's dancing feet, and we thought the USA were perhaps going to keep the ball for the entirety of the rest of that sin bin, but wasn't to be.
No, they needed there to... It's a great turnover. America really needed to just get their way out of their half, but Zara Green there with the intuition to tap and go, put England on the front foot, and you can just see Daisby Aspinall outside of the frame here, but she's already looking up, calling for the ball, set her width nice and wide. Wanted it a couple phases earlier.
Yeah, just in case you missed that one, the kick unfortunately not quite making it for the English there. Daisy Aspinall, try scorer, not the conversion she was after, but 5 points still for Aspinall. We saw her play fullback, we've seen her play 9. Today she's on the wing, doesn't seem to bother her wherever she is on the pitch. She finds her way over the line.
Behind the kicker.
Now you can see her here with her width nice and wide, promoting herself in front of those two forwards, telling, no, get back, this one's mine, I'm having the ball and I'm scoring in the corner.
Yeah.
A hell of a tackle coming in there, but I think it was a tackle off the ball. It was slightly in the air.
Yeah, Vuluona, we've seen the speed she possesses, and this is it off the kick. Even our cameraman couldn't catch it, it was that fast.
England.
Just to confirm, it was Vuluona. She's slightly nursing her shoulder after that because of the sheer impact of the tackle. Absolutely crunching.
Yeah, do have to be careful. Those types of tackles can be dangerous, especially if a player doesn't have the ball, because they're not expecting to be tackled. Their body isn't hardened, ready to be tackled. So she might be lucky to have not got away without a yellow there. I think because she went low, it might have been mitigated.
Back foot.
Speaking of the yellow, the United States are back to full strength since that English try. Another good tackle, chops down Lottie Ball. So it's been a frantic start
to
this half. You know, I say a start to the half. It's been 15 or so minutes. We've seen tries at either end, almost back to back in just the space of a few moments.
Yeah, England answering back straight away to America's try, but it was a great carry there from Becca Jackson.
Yeah, lovely work. Both sides really feel like this game is theirs for the taking. England may be 11 points behind, but that's not going to stop them. They know how well they can perform in the second half, and here they come over the halfway line. Abby Hart it was. This time it's Lawford Wilby.
Yeah, both sevens, American and English, doing really well. The English in attack and the American seven in defence, making about 3 tackles in this phase of play thus far.
Nothing off the ball, please.
Oh, and there's an interception. What a read that is. And there's nothing but grass ahead of number 11, Paola Arredondo Almeida.
England getting flashbacks from last week. Seeing another intercept go all the way.
It looks so easy to get the ball out wide for the English, but once again, red like a buck. Arredondo Almeida sneaking in, taking the ball and striding her way towards the white line.
This American line speed here has really got them out of some problems. You can see them all coming up as one, getting in the eyes of the defenders and just getting her way in the middle of that pass and stealing it away from the English.
Yeah, it looked like the pass was just evading Tilly Pulfer, and I think Arredondo Almeida realised that and thought, this is mine. Thank you very much, England. I'll take this ball, I'll take this try, I'll take the 5 points, and now they will take the conversion. Skylar Jordan steps up to take. Straight through. In the midst of all of that, Kate Muldoon did come off as well. So there's 7 points for the United States out of nowhere. A real sucker punch.
I think that was her last touch of the ball as well, as she's just come off, and you'll be pleasantly happy if that's your last touch in a rugby game.
Yeah, it's a wonderful try.
That's fine.
Superb pace, superb intuition, and it puts the USA far into the lead.
Back, please.
English unlucky that the ball was just dropped there, but it was a great line break and a great tackle just to dislodge that ball.
Melissa Salisbury of Life University showing what she can do in those situations. Great work. England can't afford to be rattled here as they kick over the top, perhaps looking for the pace of Aspinall on the near side. Instead, chasing down was Connie Clark. There she is again, Clark, 15 on 15. Cowdrey has certainly caught the eye more than Clark today.
Did well there without support, used her footwork, stayed on her feet, used her strength as well to give time for the Americans to get back into a good position.
Take them back in. Retreat, Blue, retreat!
There's the kick into space over the head of Connie Clark, and the bounce is not kind. She's having to run much further than she would have liked to, but a beautiful step sends Buluonu to the shops. Run over the halfway line, sneaks Skylar Jordan. Good. Apologies, it wasn't Skylar Jordan, it was Tilly Pulfer. Zara Green made her way forward. This time it's Jackson.
Great cover defence, great scramble D from the Americans here to stop the English breaking the gain line. But England racking through them phases, and there's the mistake from the Americans. That's what they were waiting for. A quick tap and go now.
Oh, it's great power in the run from Freya McGinley.
Great power, great hands to get the offload away as well.
Yep, Jasmine Adonri it was who picked up the pieces, and that's loose, but it has been picked up. That one.
Yeah. You good?
It looked like Avery Morgan there was just falling down, which is why it's not going to be any more than a yellow, but it's great work here from Chowdhury to keep the ball in play and not go out. But here Avery Morgan just looking to make a yard, but the referee there just saying that she was on her way down already, which is why it's
Crouch! Fine!
So a lot of changes to both forwards of the United States and England, so we'll have to see how the scrum goes, and England holding a lot stronger. A great scrum from them. Now in the hands of Sarah Parry. Oh, lovely offload to the danger one, Pashai Tarragon, and again it's great hands from England, and it's got them so far up the pitch. They're approaching the try line now, they're inside 5.
Roll away, please, Blue.
Pashai Tarry again there, getting her hands on the ball twice in that one run.
Yeah, it's liquid rugby from the English to get to where they are. They have retained it despite that spillage, and on the far side they've got the overload. They sucker in the defender, they've got to be over the line now, and they are! Great running, great hands, intelligent rugby to use the space, find their way out wide and get over the line. It's a great try from the English.
Yeah, Becca Jackson did really well there. It was very unselfish play, used the space, drawn in the America defenders, and it was an easy walk in the end. But Pashai Tarragon with the carry in the midfield that set them up there. Slightly fortunate here with the ball coming out. This is what I mean when the Americans, when it's unstructured, it's where the English are best to attack at. But Becca Jackson there using the space, drawing in the defenders.
Yeah, Connie Clark it was in the end who finished it off. But credit goes, as you say, to Becca Jackson. Fantastic running. And if we go a little bit further back, Pashai Tarragon, she's finding herself all over the park.
Yeah, everything that England good at doing is coming from her great carry.
Yeah, difficult conversion attempt there, right on the touchline.
Yeah, tough for Daisy Aspinall. She's had her 3 kicks at goal and they've all been right out on the touchlines.
Yeah, and a little bit unfortunate even with the first. We go back to that coming off the bar. God, it's not been easy for her out there, but
Be mindful of that.
go back to the try. She wasn't involved in it herself, Aspinall. Instead, it was Connie Clark. Sharp feet as well at the finish, because she had a couple in front of her, even though she was so close. She managed to get across.
Great restart from the Americans there, getting the ball back. A great kick and a great catch from Vuolonu.
Release White! Release White!
Yeah, and they'll maintain this pressure. Fantastic pass from Cowdrey, and this time it's in the hands of Alopa now. We've seen the damage she can do in previous fixtures. It is, because once again Pashai Tarragon finds herself in possession, and it takes more than one to stop her.
She's been at the heart of everything good for England, Pashai Tarragon.
Release! Ball is there.
Poppy Love's pass does not make it into the hands of Lawford Wilby. And here comes Kissinger for the United States. Now into the hands. Oh, on the near side this time. There's the sidestep. There it is from Cowdrey. Oh, it's magical. It's beautiful. It couldn't be anyone else but Ashley Cowdrey.
We've spoke about her dancing feet already, but that one really showed how good her feet are. That goose step that she uses sits the English defender down, then the acceleration she has in such a tight room to get round the defender was really impressive.
This is just superb. They get the turnover, they know what they can do with the ball, and Kissinger hands off Pashai Tarragon, and we thought this was it when Vuolonu gets the ball, but she has the presence of mind to find the fullback, and well, just sit back and watch that. As if the opponent wasn't there. Ashley Cowdrey, that is magic.
Again though, it's just a great skill set from the Americans, using their offloading game so well, not afraid to go for them 50-50s.
God, they really grew into this one, the United States, it must be said. That first 10 minutes, they weathered the storm. In the English's mood, so to speak.
Back on.
However, if anyone in this series can pull it back, England have it in their capabilities. What a drive that is from the United States. It's gained 10 or so yards. Here's Kissinger.
Great carry there, taking 3 or 4 English defenders to stop her.
Yeah, when the United States get confidence in their boots, they become almost unstoppable, Ewan.
Yeah, you can see it now. They're playing with freedom, playing with excitement. Every time they get the ball, they're thinking, oh, we could score here.
And release! Right here.
A lovely step to get over halfway.
Zara Green there, the tight head prop, I think, using her feet really well. Not often you see a tight head prop sidestepping, but it was well executed.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen it today, and here's Kissinger, very well brought down by Sylvester. Before she could get ahead of Stephen. Cowdrey now, straight into Aspinall. So they'll come the other way now.
America with a free play here. They've got a
Still playing advantage. For that high tackle,
yeah,
guys.
penalty advantage from a high tackle earlier. We'll see what they can conjure up.
Come near side once more. AJ Howie. She's on the ground, and now Sadek. To now Cowdrey. Working across the line, not too many yards forward.
Roll away.
Salisbury look to change that.
Guys, roll away.
Here they come once more through Jordan. Cowdrey with the offload. She's on the far side, into the hands of
We'll
the
go
Loper
back
now,
to the
and they bring it
advantage,
all the way
high
back.
tackle. No
A couple of minutes
advantage.
before the high tackle.
Hey?
What I really love about watching Cowdrey play is she's not trying to do everything every time she gets the ball. She's doing really well to step in at fly half,
High
play the
tackle.
passes
Back
that need to be played,
back 10.
distribute the ball, and then when she has the space and
High
sees the
tackle.
opportunity, that's when she's going for it. She's not doing it every
Back
time, but doing it smart when it's right to do it. Otherwise, she's distributing the ball well, getting her big forward carries onto the ball.
Let's go, please,
It's a really
USA.
mature, intelligent performance from the fullback.
Now she just looks to get her team down into more good field position, get Erica Kissinger to throw that ball in and
Time off.
potentially get this American power ball rolling again.
Okay, time back on. This is your mark, okay? Time's back
We
on.
thought
Guys,
perhaps
use
before
your
this
mark,
game,
please,
Ewan,
use your
that
mark.
the weather may come into play. The English, of course, much more used to the rain than some of these individuals who come from all over the United States. But that hasn't been the case. And Erica Kissinger, of course, she lives here in Cardiff.
Fine, that's
At
fine.
Cardiff Met, and that's certainly not been the case for her being impacted by the weather. She's used to it and it's been excellent from all the lineouts.
Back foot. Advantage, offside.
Yeah, the rain really hasn't played effect on this game. There's been a few small
Playing advantage,
errors,
offside.
but the rugby on show has been excellent, and it's a credit to both teams that the attack in rugby that's been played.
That it has. We knew coming into this there would be tries scored. Both sides have scored at least 30 in the game before this one, but neither had won a game. We didn't know which way it would go. And before I speak too soon, England are on the attack here. And America do
No,
recover
play
it. And as I was saying, just go back to my earlier point,
No,
that
nine.
neither side had won a game before this.
Take
and
them back in.
it really felt like they
Retreat,
both had
please,
something to
retreat,
prove
please.
coming into it. It's very well taken.
A monster kick there, though, putting England all the way back to the start of the 22.
Yeah, Becca Jackson will look to replicate that for the English. Ooh, and the bounce could go her way as it escapes now into England hands. Here they come on the near side. One to beat, but that one to beat was
Fine, initially backwards.
Vuluono. Do still have it.
Back foot. Back foot.
Now in the hands of Jax.
Great defence at the contact area there from America. Looked like they were under pressure, but finding a way to get a turnover.
And I love to see whenever those sorts of
Let's
moments
go,
happen, the
USA.
penalties given, the turnovers, the
please.
celebration
No,
from
that's your
that
mark.
United States team are just
Let's
fantastic.
go, please, USA.
You can see that those
reverse it.
bunch of women are a team. They all want to play for each other. They all want to score, and they're willing to do the stuff that doesn't necessarily always get seen because they know it's for the team and for the group of players that they love so much.
White, that's your mark.
So we've got around 3 to 3.5 minutes
Get in the line,
left,
please.
Ewan, and I'm going to challenge you now to give me your player of the match. However, I have a funny feeling a certain fullback could be in the running.
Yeah, there's been some really good performances, I think. Morgan in the midfield, in the centre partnership,
Knock
done
on in
really
the
well.
tackle.
But it has to be Cowdrey. She has lit this game up completely.
Knock on in
So
the tackle.
my player of the match
Okay.
will be going
Knock on in the
to Ashley
Your scrum.
Cowdrey. It's a real captain's performance from her as well, leading from the front,
I'll do that.
setting up those tries, setting up a few, scoring a few, and just being instrumental in that whole attack that America have had and what's really cut open this English team.
Yeah, I've had the privilege to watch the United States in all three of their Transatlantic
Get
Quad
offside,
Series
use it.
games, and Cowdrey's
Play
been
it.
excellent in all three, but today she played with freedom. She really did. You could see the brilliance that she possesses come through.
Ball is out.
Seems to really be
Ball is out.
enjoying her rugby. As we hope those of you at home have enjoyed what you've seen so far in the Transatlantic Quad Series.
That's fine, they're just wasting their own time, that's fine. It's a penalty. They're kicking the ball away. Okay?
Cowdrey there, just having the word with the referee. I'm not sure what quite for.
Time off. Captain. Right. Third time now I'm having a word with you. Don't chat back to me or I will show you the card. Okay? It's your penalty. On your mark.
Now, I've heard of commentators curse when someone's in possession of the ball, but I think we've just invented a new one there, Ewan. We've given Cowdrey player of the match, and she's almost gone and got herself a yellow card because of it.
And then afterwards, she does a great clearing kick. I mean, kicking the ball from just past the 5 metre line to the halfway, that's no mean feat. So clearly unfazed, but ruffling a few feathers in the referees department, but I'm not sure she'll care too much, to be honest, with the scoreline being this close to the end.
Taking a step.
Yeah, and just confirmation you saw on screen moments ago.
Hold on me.
Ashley Cowdrey is the player of the match in this one.
Time back on.
Fully deserved. She's been all action. Perhaps the yellow card, the only thing she hasn't done today.
Sure, that's one stat she won't mind not having.
Oh, here they come to Di Pasquale.
Leave it.
Clever from Avery Morgan to recognise the space there.
She was unlucky there. Saw the pass wasn't on, knew she had to go herself, but just got herself slightly isolated, and England did well to notice that, put numbers in the contact area and turn the ball over. But again, just missing touch, but retaining the ball.
Back up, please.
So I'm sure we haven't got many moments left in this game.
Roll away 8.
England, their second game, looking like it's going to be their second loss. But a performance they can be proud of.
8,
Ewan?
not rolling.
Yeah, they've had some really good moments in this game, and if it wasn't for a few errors, then they could have really been in this game. And again, that intercept try, one this week, one last week against Canada, that potentially could have been the swing in both of the games. So they've definitely got a lot to work on, and I know this is a young group, and they'll be looking towards the under-26 nations next year, and it's a really good building point for them to play these sorts of teams.
And on the other hand, the United States have really grown into this series. They lost the first game to the Canadians, who have been absolutely box office, by the way. They'll be on after this. Their kickoff time is 8 p.m. this evening, so stay tuned for that. And the United States, just going back to them, they've really grown into it. A strong performance last time out against a very, very good Welsh side, and today they've shown us what they can do.
Yeah, been really physical up front, but also had dazzling stars out on the wings that we've spoke about numerous times in this game.
Release! Release!
You can see on screen now, rain battering down on this 4G surface.
These Americans, though, the game's up, and they are not letting up on that physicality. Really hitting these English before the game line, not letting them get any run of steam.
We see it time and time again. You talk about players that play for the badge, and the USA just epitomise that. Big collision as England approach the 5 metre.
A great turnover there from the try scorer, Sophia Fernandez.
Go until the last, this United States team. This is the last play as well. If they conceded, it wouldn't have mattered, but it would have mattered to them. It's about pride, and they have a plethora of that.
It's the last play, and I
play, yeah. So if you kick it straight out, you've got to have the line out. Okay, so you can tap and kick it out.
Yeah, taking the smarter move. Thought they were going to try play again there, but they're happy with the victory.
And there it is. The United States take home the win in their final game of the Transatlantic Quad Series. A superb performance, a wonderful performance from the entire team. We saw fantastic hands, we saw confident play, incredible athleticism out wide, and a captain's performance from Ashley Cowdrey to top things off. What a game we've witnessed here today.
Yeah, we've been pleasured to some great rugby, and I mean the spectators were not left wanting anything more, because there's been running, there's been tackling, there has been contact area, there's been plenty of scrums if that's what your cup of tea is. There's been it all.